Hello traders, this is Michael and Paul coming to you from the GammaEdge. We're going to do a quick review of the SPX and Tick and VIX for the week to give the traders that are unavailable to possibly be in the Discord chat every day to give you an overview for kind of what we're looking at for the week. So Paul's going to go ahead and share some thoughts about the SPX and we'll get started and go ahead, Paul.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I think kicking off here, we ended the week in what we call a negative gamma condition. And this first chart that we produce is called the wing chart. And basically it shows the cumulative GEX gamma exposure for the SPX. And basically what we're looking at here is we still have a dominant negative gamma exposure in the SPX. When that occurs, we're looking effectively at dealers selling the dips and buying the rips. And what we're looking to see is that as expirations kick through, we're looking to see the green wing, which is the positive gamma exposure, start to grow. And in this condition, expect higher volatility, expect some transitions going on throughout the day. I think one of the key things when we look at the overall levels, we see a zero, which is a transition point right around that 45.60 mark. We ended the Friday at the 45.04, so call it 4,500 mark right there in terms of when this was grabbed. I think one of the key things to take away is that Monday is showing a lot of negative gamma coming off, and when we have more puts coming off than we do calls, we typically can see a little bit of a rally. So I want to be mindful of that we may have some volatility and actually might see some upside pressure into the Monday close. From the perspective of the VIX, VIX is not really a gamma type of entity, but it's good to know where the distributions are at. And all we have to do is just take a look here, and we see a lot of folks are really targeting both the 70 in terms of the call open interest, which I think is really remarkable, playing a YOLO there, of course. But everybody is stacked up at the 70. That is the dominant calls for the complex. And you can see short term, we're looking here at the 35 strike. So there are folks who are positioned to take advantage of any rise in volatility. And so we want to be aware of that. On the downside, the 20 strike looks pretty good, as well as does the 18. So if you're looking to sell any premium on a collapse below the 18 would be something to consider. Do your homework, not a recommendation. I think also, one of the key things to look at that really sets everything off in the beginning is to take a look at the cumulative tick. And we talk a lot about the cumulative tick in the Discord. We use it as a very, very good indicator of overall market sentiment. What you're looking at here is roughly 5 days of last week. You can see that we had some very, very strong days at the beginning of the week. With these takeoff, we call these linear up signals where the market is buying, and you want to be paying specific attention to that. You should be getting on the train when these things happen. But we saw some weakness start right out of the starting blocks on Thursday, and then we had a reversal on Friday with a little bit of weakness into the end as things were trued up for the weekend and as the dealers sought to go to a neutral position. But I think in general, we can go two ways on the markets. We're right in the middle of what we call a transition area. And so we're either going to continue up with a new set of rallies, and possibly with all the puts coming off the SPX, we might actually see that. But you can see also we came right on down to the lower level. And if we continue to break down, then it will be risk off. And I would look to be playing the short side. Michael, anything to add there?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share kind of some TA real quick on the SPX, kind of echoing Paul's levels, 4,500 and 4,560. We are seeing pretty much that same area hold from a TA standpoint, kind of a demand level in that 44, 40, 50 area to 4,500, and that kind of correlates with the 200 MA, which is a big psychological and technical level that everyone follows. And then 4,600 on the upside, I think we've labeled that gamma level for the past maybe 2 weeks. That's a pretty large gamma level. One thing I do want to say is pretty much what Paul was talking about the negative gamma rolling off. We saw that move 3 days here, starting on that one on the Friday, and then the move into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then we saw the weakness start creeping in on Thursday. So could be a possibility of the same type of setup or not, but we'll have to watch that and definitely watch the tick. And I think that's a good starting point and overview for the week. And we'll have updates in the room provided by the Gamma bots, and then every morning update. And then we also have an evening update, market status. And Paul will start a morning update also this week that I think will help traders that are unable to sit and watch, and hopefully, if they're a swing instead of a scalp type mode, that will provide them a good game plan for the week. So I think that should be it. I think we covered everything. So thanks a lot, Paul, and we'll see everybody in the Discord. And go ahead and like and subscribe on the YouTube. We'll be providing other videos coming up. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everyone.